It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know it's time for the drive-through sim series. Back at it again in the road courses. This time we're up in New York at Watkins Glen International for the Go Racing at the Glen. Fantastic show last season. I think we're in for an even better race this season. I'm Drive-Through, and with me in the booth today, I have the wonderful Jacob Hitz.
Hello.
And from the pits, we also have Trace Ryder.
Hi. It's me.
And as usual, you've joined us midway
Backwards
through
land.
pre-qualifying, where the 14 uncharted entries are fighting for 7 spots in the main event. And it's going to be a few minutes until we get some lap times coming in, we'll be honest. Bit of a long track this, pretty twisty, pretty treacherous, but it's still flat and wide enough to have some good side-by-side action. And driver changes this week. Ace Moneymakers in the 52, sponsored by Cheez-It, fittingly enough at the Glen. CodyHGaming back behind the wheel of the 40 for, I think, the 3rd time this season. Hasn't qualified for a single race yet. As expected, it's the number 40 car. In the 34 is DualShock. In the 46 is Jimmy Powell the 3rd. And in the 24 is Orioles. So, 7.5 minutes left in the session, but again, we're going to have to wait for these drivers to first set an out lap and then set a flying lap. Then we can look at the times. So if you're wondering where the ticker is, there's nothing to show yet. But it'll be interesting to see what these guys can do here at this road course. I think last year with the low downforce aero package, it actually wasn't that fantastic of a race. Ultimately ended in, it was really difficult to pass. Drivers were pretty much just following each other in a straight line. But this season, I feel like especially with the draft, these drivers are going to get down the front stretch, down the back stretch, down any sort of straight path. We're going to see a lot of sends up the inside and some good action. And first time on the board, it's Orioles with a 1 minute 11.285.
So he's the first one to get a lap in. And as soon as I say that, John Jones goes to the top with a minute 10.859. But it's going to take a while for these guys to get a lap in here. And the amount of time that they would have to get themselves in with this is extremely limited compared to other racetracks like Bristol, where you can rattle off 25 laps in 10 minutes. Here, you may get 3 laps, maybe 4, if you get out right away. So it's going to be very difficult for these guys to get themselves knocked out and claw their way back in.
Yeah, the full race distance is only 41 laps, which really doesn't sound like much, but on this monster of a road course, it's going to be wild.
36 laps.
No, it's definitely 41. It was never 36. That was just a test. Also, hi Cody, thanks for the host on Twitch. I appreciate
This episode of Drive-Through Sim Series, Jacob sucks at math.
Hey, that should be nothing new. If you've watched any cast already, you should know that it should almost be required for you to not be able to do math if you want to commentate. So,
some favorites at the top of the board, as expected. Carter Friesen in first. He won at the previous road course out in Canadian Tire, and a pretty similar track. I would say less elevation change, but still a lot of swooping bends. I think at 33 is definitely going to be one to watch. He's at the top of the board ahead of John Jones by just under a tenth of a second.
well, and Carter also was almost like he dominated Toronto and finished second, didn't he? Got passed late in the race, so I think Carter is going to be one of those guys that we're definitely going to have to keep our eyes on today.
Thanks for the 69 bits, Ben. I appreciate the shrimpage.
You must have been watching a lot of ads to get that number.
I cannot wait to get wrecked out. And DTR, happy I donated more than 5 bits. I appreciate it. Also, is that a man riding a dork? Not quite. Also, thanks for the 20 bits, Ringo. You are a gnome at a... What? I'm not even going to read that one out loud, but, thanks.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Janza, top of the board. The first one under a 1 minute 10. It's a 1:09.958. But Carter's looking pretty hungry behind him, I'll tell you that much. I think the 33 wants to get past. But these are the 2 fastest cars on track right now.
Yeah, and I think Janza's got a little bit of help on that lap because he had Carter behind him, kind of pushing him down the straightaway here. But I think this also could help Carter because he's getting the suck up off the back of the 47.
He's going to look down to the inside through turn 6. I think he wants to start the next lap ahead.
Here. This is going to slow him down.
Oh, now he's going to be on the outside. Yeah. Both these drivers want to be in front, and Carter's going to make the move around the outside of turn 7.
He put the pedal down, and I think he was either going to hit the wall or something. Holy cow.
It was a 110.2.
So your volume.
Not incredibly quick.
Level I am every week.
Here is the scraps. Take them. I don't want them. Also hits turn. Okay. Wait, let me check my levels. Jacob, say something.
Hi, hello.
Say something again.
Welcome to the feud. Hi, hello.
All right, perfect. I turned you up. We're good.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to get more car volume now too. Thank you. No, I do appreciate whenever someone lets me know how the levels are because, I mean, it's always a balancing act, really. In fact, quite literally. So I appreciate it. Luke Rainey sitting in third. I mean, the big 3 of pre-qualifying have been Janza, Carter Friesen, and Luke Rainey, as they should be.
Oh my God, that's a PT Motorsports car in the top 7.
Kamikaze Games.
5th.
In 5th.
Holy crap.
And he's all on his own, too.
Alert the press, folks. We may have a record.
Well, he's down to 7th. Evan Lashbrook up into 5th.
As soon as I say that.
He's Moneymaker in 6th. Just barely.
He was in 5th for a moment.
2.5 minutes left in pre-qualifying.
Now he's on the money spot, so.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the table, Orioles 111.0. That's 2 seconds behind Janza.
Orioles doing the 24 good service and bringing it to last place once again.
It's like taking the... Never mind.
Carter Friesen, he got clear the 47. He just set a 19.8. Moves himself to the top of the board. And
if that 24 somehow does not lose its charter, but I guess it doesn't even have a charter. I don't even know why Carnation keeps that team open.
It's in pre-qualifying. Those don't have
charters. I know. I wasn't thinking. Shut up.
On this episode of the Drive Thru Sim Series, Jacob sucks at everything.
Well, again, there's nothing new there.
Understanding the basics of the Sim Series with Jacob Hits.
You have these things called charters. All the teams on track have them right now. That's why they're trying to get into the race.
Have them?
In Jacob's world, they do.
Oh, okay. The top 7 from this pre-qualifying session are going to make it into the main roster. So right now, Kamikaze Games is on the bubble, and JR Preston Plays YT is on the outside looking in, as is Hoodlum, DualShock, and Jimmy, VGO3, Sabretooth, and Orioles. Orioles got a better lap time, but still not fast, and we're going to see Carter Friesen probably pass him this lap. Because Carter just set another 110.0. So with 1 minute left, I think if drivers cross the finish line, they're going to be able to set one more lap at this point. Bit of a longer track. Oh, Orioles is going to turn in front of the 33.
Jeez. That could have been some dumpage there.
Not that Carter needs any more time. With a 19.8, he is comfortably
I was gonna say,
in.
he took the top of the board, so yeah, he's set.
See if KG can best his time and get out of the danger zone.
Well, even then, as long as just nobody else gets better, he's going to be all right, I think.
Looks like Emmett Lashbrook is in the pits. He's sitting in 5th, so I wouldn't say comfortably in, but in for now. As
Carter's going to do the outside move again, and it's going to work again.
He likes that move. He really does.
Outside in turn 7 works better for him than the inside. That is something. I think he just kind of sends it and hopes he doesn't hit the wall coming up off the corner.
Janza has a peek up the inside, but it's not worth a send. And the session comes to an end, which means drivers are going to get a chance to finish whatever lap they've started.
So that was DualShock's last lap.
JR Preston Plays YT 3/10 off. He can't best his time. John Jones sitting in 4th, pretty comfortably in. Good run for that 43 car.
It's only 3/100 separating Kamikaze and JR Preston Plays, so really, really close for that spot.
As of right now, Kamikaze's in. JR is definitely not going to make it. Let's see if VGO3 or Hoodlum can pull something out of the hat at the buzzer.
It's going to be close. Hoodlum probably has the best shot.
Neither of them.
I think it's a done
66
deal
of Sabretooth also out.
Yeah, that 66 finishing second to last does not surprise me at all either. But
Ace Moneymaker is going to get in. He's sitting in 6th, so 52 got a good lap in. and at the sponsor's home track. Bring that Power Sport Racing 52 to another start. They've had a pretty good run recently in that car.
Yeah. Not too bad at all.
So with the session over, again, the top 7 are going to make it into the main qualifying session, and the bottom 7, well, I'm sorry, but they're going home early. So
I'm not sorry. You suck.
it's the truth. Let's be honest. So
hey, I've been there. It's okay.
Is that 2 starts in a row for the number 40 car? That's a pretty impressive run from KG. All right, so now we're going to have all 42 cars on track at the same time. And, well, we've already seen some on-track battles during pre-qualifying, so I expect it to only intensify in qualifying. So let's go ahead and add them onto the main roster. So Carter Friesen yet again making a start. He's had a good string of starts recently, setting himself up for a decent start in the chase-offs, which start in just a couple of races. Janza as well, going to look to be a part of that. And Luke Rainey, who really needs starts because he had a number of DNQs in a row. Currently, of the chase-off drivers, he is sitting at the very bottom of the order, so he'll be at a pretty big disadvantage going into the final 6 races of the season. John Jones with a healthy run. Emmett Lashbrook qualifies, I think it's a couple of races in a row at least. So good run for him.
I can't believe this season's almost over already.
Yeah, really. I mean, we're on race 13 out of 20. There's only 2 more to go until the chase-off start. And it's passed by pretty quickly, really. Yeah. I mean, I remember these guys were racing at Daytona. You know, McSpookboy's amazing
flipping.
flip. Yeah.
Yeah, flipping at Daytona. Crashing at Daytona.
So, the roster is set, but the order is not. We're going to run a qualifying session with all 42 cars on track for this 41-lap race in the hills of Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen.
I tell you what,
this isn't Australia. Come on now.
I think we're getting close to some silly season kind of weather.
There's already silly season. Let me get everybody caught up on that while we wait for everybody to start doing laps. All right, firstly, in SSAL news, No Quarter Motorsports has 0 interest in re-signing Jacob Hitz to the 0 car.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
Thanks. Wow.
Thanks so much.
Silas Racing and XMRC have entered a technical alliance for the SSAL.
Hi, Cody.
Cody knows what's up. We need to revive that come winter time here.
There's clowns. They're so good. I love those emotes.
That's awesome. Oh, goodness.
So, qualifying has just started. We've got a few cars popping out onto track to set some laps. And still a good number of cars in the pits, actually. So the track is...
the amount of time that they'll have.
And the track is pretty open for those who are out on track. And it looks like a NASCAR lover is going to be the first one to try and set a time. So he comes out of the final corner right now for his first flying lap here at Watkins Glen.
Yes, hello. I think I'm making 2 more starts. I couldn't tell you where, though.
I could.
I probably could, too.
Yeah? What do you got?
I know I did Pocono and Nazareth.
I would. What races are left in the season?
Okay, so after Watkins Glen, it's Darlington, which is the regular season finale. Then it's Daytona, Martinsville, Roval, Texas, Michigan, Homestead.
I think I'm doing the Roval and something else.
Yep. You're definitely doing the Roval, and I think I had you doing Homestead, but I'm not sure.
Yep, Homestead.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
You passed.
So
it's like I'm a good team owner or something. Also, you're fired. I'm sorry.
I saw that coming.
You'll finish out the season, but after that, I'm going to have to ask you to find other employment.
Yeah, well, I guess
Well,
when so many,
I
guess when the owner crashes so many cars, you need to cut the budget.
Whoa! Hey!
somewhere,
Whoa!
so.
Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
The owner or one Mr. Travis Ralone?
Yes. Frequently, they crash together, so...
First lap times coming in now. It's the 7 of Chase the Coyote, unsurprisingly on top. He had a great run at CTMP. Crispy Fried Racer behind.
Good run at Toronto, too.
These lap times aren't indicative because they're just their out laps, which is why it's a 1:21 in what really should be sort of 1:10s, 1:9s. So NASCAR Lover is the first one to set a full lap with a 1:10.533. AFK Master, half a second back with a 1:11.0, and the track is starting to get real busy. Savage Toy Show to the top of the board, Luke Rainey right behind him, then it's Ryan Johnston. All in the 1:10.4 to 5 range. Why does Google Chrome want to auto-translate my live timing and scoring? I've never seen that one before.
Oh, I've seen it before. I just ignore it. I don't know what it is that triggers it. But...
Resub.
Oh, ow!
Cody, baby. First the host,
Cody,
then
Cody.
the sub. You love to see it. Thanks, Cody.
Realized my mic was muted when I said CodyH resub.
Thanks for being a part of it. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, this is the first and last time we're going to see Mech at the top of any leaderboard ever.
Yeah.
1:10.0 is pretty respectable. He had a good run
That's
at
3/10
CTMP.
faster than everybody else.
Or was it
we need
Toronto?
to look at that car post inspection.
Bring it to the weighbridge.
Oh,
Toronto's where
shrimp
he
biddies
wrecks
from
teammates.
Cody. Thank you so much, dude. I think Mech's only top 5 finish came at either Toronto or CTMP. So
It definitely
decent
was not Toronto because he wrecked his teammates like 3
Oh,
times
you're
in
correct.
Toronto.
It was CTMP.
So it was not Toronto. And Savage takes the lead.
Savage top of the
yeah,
board
okay,
for
good.
19.9.
That's allowed.
Julio Caesar in third.
Dang. And Carter was in second for a moment, but he's now back in 6th. Pierre's in the top 10. Hashtag Pure Font for president.
Nope. DNP in 5th. Midlife up to 3rd. Hello, I'm you in 2nd. So that's Hello, I'm you, the
You'll have
second
to see it.
driver
Last
to go
year's winner.
under a 1:10.
Yeah.
Last
So
year's winner.
two of the mechanized racing cars are in the top 5 right. Carnation second. Hello.
Another 1 minute point 9. Pretty close.
Yeah, he's
9 thousandths
Just
of
about
a second
100
behind
off.
Savage.
Yeah.
So we're halfway through the qualifying session. Still a lot of times coming. Carter Friesen just jumped up to 3rd. He's the 5th driver to go under a minute and 10. Pure up into 4th.
Yep.
Anderson Reed is up in
Reed's in the top
8th.
10.
DS
Yeah,
Gaming,
yeah.
2nd place.
Ooh.
I tell you what, I mean, the
didn't-
past,
I didn't pick him though. I picked DNP, but still,
2 or 3 weeks,
he's been on fire.
absolutely, DS Gaming has climbed his way to the
Something about
top
the
of the
triangle.
standings. He had a great run at Pocono, a great run at Nazareth, and here he is sitting in 2nd.
Yeah, his last 2 finishes 2nd and 1st, not too bad. And then there's the guy that finished 2nd the last 40th.
Boy, he's-
Sander, and
Sander
what are you
M.
doing, son?
He won
is
CTMP last
a full
season.
second off the pace.
A 110.9. He's in last place. 41st.
And out of the
Did somebody
refresh,
not
yeah.
set a lap? I think there's one driver who hasn't set a lap yet.
No, driver's on line 43. Typically it says 40. There's a car missing.
You what?
You done did screw up. You screwed up, my friend. That's on you. Where's the...
Wait, what?
I was going to say where's the 1, but he didn't make it, so that's stupid. But
Wait, what?
Who are we missing?
it says driver's on line 43 on the
Did someone DNS?
on the ticker.
Hold on. I'm sure I'm gonna go back and watch myself make the roster because I'm sure I had 42 cars. I looked at the number. So if someone
'Cause typically-
DNS'd, that's their problem.
Typically, it's
Don't look at me.
44 people are online typically when we do a race like this.
Oh.
Today it says 43.
I don't want to redo
So-
this.
Yeah, Well, just put him
Like
at the back.
just put
You're right.
Jacob
I'll just put him at the back. Whoever, not Jacob. Hold on.
It isn't me. I'm not racing this one.
We'll figure out whoever we missed. And they had a technical issue. Pure's on top of the board, the 19.826 ahead of Savage Toy Show.
They didn't pass inspection.
There you go.
There's
some new transmission,
jerk,
new motor to the back.
some jerk at the weighbridge who won't let them practice.
Oh, was it Dysek? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What cart number is he?
That's
40...
the 48.
Yeah, there is no 48 here.
Rip! Do the back with you.
You're gonna start.
Dysek.
You're gonna start, but it will be at the back of the order. Just due to a technical issue.
Yeah, that technical issue being the mouse that's in drive-thru's hands right now.
Don't worry about it.
Julio Caesar, top 10. Holy cow.
Yeah, he set a good lap in. He's under a minute 10. Jans is up into 10th. Mech, who, remember when he was on pole? He's down to 12th.
Nerd.
So Ryan Johnson looks for some track position here on DNP. We've got just a minute and a half left in the session. And it looks like, I don't know if Pure's lap is going to be beatable.
Yeah, we
here.
That's what it is. Dysek is...
Yeah, we gotta call that Dysek's flight has been delayed, so he's not gonna make
too
it.
busy celebrating.
Yeah, he did pull a pretty
Good thing
dominant
somebody said he
victory.
won SSAL because I had no idea.
Needed to sober up before he got in his car.
Yeah, that's it.
Substance abuse policy.
This just in mechanized chaos, throwing around shade that isn't actually all that shady.
Yikes.
Yeah. I was going to say at least he didn't crash his teammates, but I recall a wreck at Atlanta that...
Well, Kamikaze Games in the 40. He was the last car to make it in from pre-qualifying.
And he is now last.
He is last in the
by 5
session.
1,000ths behind John Jones.
And of course, Austin
There are
Ripp
4
down
guys that made this race on pre-qualifying that are in the last 6 spots. The only people that aren't there are Austin Ripp and Trace Wright. That's it.
And those are the usual faces we see around the back of the field. But who we don't usually see near the back of the field, Chase the Coyote, 32nd. Brad Flynn, 31st.
Whoa.
AFK Master, 30th. Not good lap times.
Yeah, well, the AFK Master's been hit or miss all season, I think. But
Chase the Coyote, he doesn't miss very often.
No, he...
Especially at road courses.
I'm surprised with that one.
I don't know if it's traffic here, but he's behind Janza, and Janza's 10th fastest. So, session comes to an end, and drivers will be able to finish any laps that they've started.
Yeah, those guys coming off pit road are a bit too late there.
Trace and Teich are racing each other to the line here. Neither of them able to best their lap times. In fact, I don't think anyone coming across the line will be able to best their lap times because I'm pretty sure they're all on old tires.
Exactly. They're toast, so we might as well just skip off.
New sponsor for this weekend on the 11 for David Alvarez is Coca-Cola Classic.
You're right. It's different. I thought it was the 66 for a moment, but he didn't make the race. So got it.
Coca-Cola, longtime sponsor of both David Alvarez and PT Motorsports. So pretty much a match made in heaven.
Better than Pepsi.
There are people in this booth that would disagree.
The views of Jacob Hits do not reflect those of the Drive-Thru Sim Series.
Hey, you know what?
There are people in this booth that would disagree, but
hey, 2 versus 1.
Respect your right to be wrong.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Session comes to an end. Pure on the top of the board. Savage Toy Show, DS Gaming, What Incarnation, Carter Freeze and Luke Rainey, Hello I'm You, Julio Caesar, Ryan Johnston, and Janza. So, as usual, we're going to do a fake qualifying session. And then we're going to set the order manually and have our little sort of break chat that we usually do. It's a good time.
Drivers, to your cars.
Okay. So we'll do a quick little export. And a quick little save. And now we get a quick little break.
No, I like that qualifying order better.
Okay. So what I have to do
is add dissect to the grid.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
look at that. Wait, active 42. Hold on.
Did I double up on someone? Yeah, I doubled up on Savage. That makes sense. Okay.
Oh.
So I accidentally clicked on Savage instead of the 48. But that's fine. Dissect's here. So now we're going to fake our qualifying. Don't worry about it.
Give the man.
Don't worry about it. Doing my best, y'all. Oh, hi, Nort. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. All right, fake qualifying session.
Drivers, to your cars.
Cars to your drivers.
Oh, we're about to put the cars to your orders. Wow, that didn't work.
That was brilliant.
All right, you're on the stage. I'm gonna be ordering things for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, what are you ordering? We get pizza?
Oh my god, that was like instant. Jesus hell. Oh boy. I'll tell you what, I heard some silly season stuff.
Yeah?
That I
you want to share? Because
no,
I haven't.
I can't.
There is zero quality silly season for me to share with you all right now.
I have some
You have
juicy
some inside track
secrets.
on
some
some juiciness, and you're not.
I'm talking
mother...
top guys potentially moving teams. I'm talking like top guys, like some of the highest talent in the Sim series.
At least they're not doing it after 3 weeks in the series. That's all I'm gonna say.
That wasn't top talent.
At least they're waiting till the end of the season, like you're supposed to do it, not changing drivers 3 races in.
Maybe that's why they're top talent. But anyways, it's gonna be shaky. Things are gonna get mixed up a little bit. I'm excited. Not so much for the painting, but for the movements, yes.
The 0 for SSAL is open next year.
The 77 might be as well.
NQM is consolidating to 3 cars next season, likely.
Definitely, I would think.
For loss of some
I would
starters.
pick a different number. If the 0 and the 00 are bums, maybe you should just get rid of the 0 altogether.
Well, it's the number nothing for.
I mean, I did. I fired you, so.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
You just need to not show up to the Rovo. Find a new driver.
Yeah. I'm going to pull a Jennifer Jo Cobb and just leave. I was told 10 minutes before the race that he was breaking the contract with me. Yes. So now my job tomorrow is just going to bully Trace and chat during the Star Dudes family reunion.
I'm so excited for that, by the way.
Oh, that's going to be fun to watch.
It's been a long time since we've all been together, like as Star Dudes.
It's been at least a month.
Oh, and it's been like game 2 months. And it's family game night. We've been planning some games over the past couple days. It's gonna be a great time.
If you need me, I'm around.
I'll be honest, there's probably going to be too many people talking already.
Yeah.
Because there's literally 6 of us, 5 of whom are streaming.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. It's going to be a...
It's gonna be a lovely mess.
People who are used to talking a lot to fill out time because they stream on their own, and you put them all together. Oh.
Panic!
I'm talking like 5 different chats rolling too. Like...
It's gonna be
hectic.
It's gonna be something.
But it's gonna be a good time. For those of you who don't know what's going on, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. it is the Star Dudes family reunion. It's like a Thanksgiving special board game night, having a good time. I know Thanksgiving was a month ago, but like the American one, I'm the odd one out. But it's gonna be a good party, chill, fun time. Maybe friendships will be broken over board games. I mean, that's kind of what happens.
Well, it only depends on if
we
play
I mean, we saw that last time with the Game of Life. You know, President Jacob Hitz and.
President Jacob, shut up. God damn.
And my portrait will only be that picture of Bolton with the giant mustache and the.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Gotta love it. In the civilized world, Thanksgiving is in November.
Hold on now. Hold on a second.
Yeah, what? I didn't realize Canada was just a bunch of savages. You know, Kiani's up there, but
That's true. Yeah.
He's-
You posted
I mean, they
it.
invented
an outlier,
hockey.
so-
Hell
Quite a
yeah, we
savage
did.
Sport.
All right.
And their two leading exports are snow and maple syrup.
How do you
Thank you,
export
Doggo,
snow?
for putting that
To your
glory.
cars.
Oh my god,
You
dog.
pick it up and throw it over the other side of the
Somebody
border.
put the clip of President and multimillionaire Jacob Hinton in the chat.
The president spends his free time commentating races for the drive-through sim series.
Goodness me. God damn it. Okay. The order is set. Pure starts on pole. He's going to be on the inside. Then it's Savage Toy Show on the outside of him. DS-Gaming, What Incarnation, Carter Friesen, Luke Rainey, Hello I'm You, Julio Caesar, Brian Johnston, Janza. That's your top 10. It might get chaotic here on lap 1 with a 2-wide restart at a track with hard braking zones like this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see cars going all over the place. Here's the command.
So are we gonna make it through lap 1?
Thought up to me. It's out of my hands now.
We shouldn't really be in danger of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
So 41 laps at Watkins Glen. Oh,
Let's see if
boy.
we even make it to turn 1.
Oh, we're gonna make it to turn 1. It's how much further than that?
Yeah, I think we'll make it through turn 1. I don't know anything after that. Turn 2 could get a little dicey. I think the inner loop is going to be chaos.
It's already getting dicey coming out of turn 7 here.
What is this? Good lord.
Well, we're road course
Here we
racing
go.
again in the Sim Series. Green flag in the air, and what a start by Pure. He's clear of Savage. Caught the 60 sleeping. What a jump. Through turn 1, the field goes, and it looks like things are all staying pretty much under control. Got a lot of cars going way wide coming out of the corner.
I don't know. Way back in that pack, they were getting a little dicey.
What Incarnation up into third place. DS-Gaming dropping back. Luke Rainey having a peek up the inside. Nothing coming of it. He might be on the back foot now because Carter Friesen's got a good run coming down the back straightaway. Looking to the inside. The 33 and the 2 side by side here for 5th place. You can see the 55 of Rusty Broussard going 3 wide back in the pack. Boys, be careful.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, hard in the
that's
wall.
gonna be hard.
The 55 and the
Both of them.
18.
They're out.
Oh,
Caution
Dang
is
it.
out already.
And I picked DNP to do good. All right, well. I'm
Yellow
officially retiring
flag
from
on
the
lap
Drive-Thru Sim
1.
Series fantasy. And there it is. The caution on lap 1. I told you, they may not make it.
It was a ballsy
Especially in
move.
the
I'll give
interlude.
him that. But
Yeah.
boy, it did not pay off. My goodness. So Rusty's taking himself out and DNP. The rest of the field's going to race it back to the line. And we're going to be under caution for the first time pretty damn early. So let's take the time to go back and unpack and figure out what the Christ went wrong between Rusty Broussard in the 55 and DNP 10. He just had a good run coming out of turn 4 onto the back straightaway. Threw it up the inside, and that just did not work.
And DNP didn't give him a lot of room there. I don't think.
Well, he
expected
got
to
squeezed by the
take him.
01, actually.
But I don't think the 01 wanted to really go off course there either.
I mean, I don't think you can really go 3 wide through the bus stop anyway.
Yeah, that was impossible. And I think DNP thought, oh, he's not going to keep going. He's going to give up.
Well, he
But
didn't give
stuck
up.
his nose in there and just. They were 3 wide behind him. Look. Back there with.
Yeah, back there they made it
Hunter
work.
And
Ben
that-
Pye
yeah, Ben
and
Pye.
David
Define
Alvarez.
work.
David Alvarez.
That worked great. They got through there.
They are-
A little bit of
Oh,
contact.
It is an ice cream
That
sandwich right
almost
there.
didn't work, but it worked.
It's a strawberry ice cream sandwich.
It works. Bag.
I
See,
mean,
it totally
okay,
worked.
they didn't crash.
They didn't crash. Yeah, they They wrecked. They just didn't bring up the caution.
Well, they rubbed, and you know how these cars are with aero. If you so much as touch the freaking pebble on the
Hey,
track, your race is
no,
over.
no, no. That's the Cup Series, not the Sim Series. These boys can go around here pretty
bring up the
damaged.
car and you get it.
So, who's pitting?
Broussard is DNP's out.
DNP's out.
And,
Rusty's
willing
taking
to-
a tow. He's going to be out.
Yeah, he's gonna be. So that's 2 guys out of the race already. Robo Jacob, shout out.
It's pretty robotic. All right, pit stops. The leaders are coming in. Luke Rainey says no.
Luke Rainey stays out. Hello.
Julio Caesar.
Lap 1.
Jacob, my
We've
God.
done 1 lap. 1 lap. And there's people coming in the pits. Why?
Well, let's take a look at the fuel window really quickly here.
You're pretty close to me.
It's projected 20, and this is a 41 lap race. So,
So they're gonna cut it in half.
Jacob, you might have to disconnect
I
it.
can't do anything.
just relog real quick. It's pretty rough. Carnation takes a splash and go. Pure's gonna grab some tires, and that's gonna cost him at least a couple of spots.
I fixed it.
CodyHGaming took tires as well. So mix up of strategies here. Now, in a 41 lap race with a 20 lap fuel window, it does make sense to pit 1 lap into the race on paper. But if we get enough cautions, I feel like these drivers who stayed out.
General for some reason.
Wow, that made no
This is
difference.
better.
Sounds
So,
just as robotic.
I can't. Well, I can't anything.
Anyways, a pretty chaotic first lap here, and now the order is going to be totally reset as Austin Ripp ran into someone in the pits. Why doesn't that surprise me? 84's got front end damage.
It's like when you
Oh, hi, Pri.
take somebody who's won races, competed for championships, and take them out of the car and put somebody else in. It's like that they make a lot of mistakes. You know?
would've
It's
thought?
weird. Crazy how that happens.
So, taking a look at the order now, the first car who pitted and came out will be What Incarnation, and he is sitting, well, we don't really know because the timing hasn't updated, but pretty much the cars that
sitting
stayed out
10th?
are the top 10. I counted. There's 10 cars that stayed out. Everybody behind them pitted and came in. So, drivers may be looking to get to the front, but they're definitely going to have to pit. Well, I don't know. If we get more cautions, they might be able to stretch the fuel run. It's going to be close. And we've seen how some tight fuel strategy has really changed the face of some Sim Series races. So, Luke Rainey, Julio Caesar, Pure, not Pure. Luke Rainey, Julio Caesar, Anderson Reed, Mechanized Chaos, Asteroid Strike, KHP, David Alvarez, Hunter B, and Fireball and Chase. Those are the drivers that stayed out. Everybody came in for at least a splash of fuel. Some guys took tires, some guys didn't. I really can't give you the specifics on that. But Pure definitely did take at least left side tires. So, for lap number 4 of 41, the pace van is going to pull into the pits, and Luke Rainey will lead the field to the green flag yet again. And this time, single file. Hopefully a little bit less chaotic, but really you never know.
Yeah, by the time they get to the inner loop, they're going to be scattered too wide again, so it won't matter.
Green flag in the air for Luke Rainey, and Julio Caesar already hungry. Had a little peek to the inside, but it's going to be Asteroid Strike on Mechanized Chaos for 4th place, and Hunter B later down the order are the first of these battles in the braking zone. A lot of cars going wide through turn 1, as you can. It's paved out there. Top 3 staying single file, then it's Mechanized Chaos and Asteroid Strike side by side, and 97 gets better of the 98. Leaves him vulnerable here to KHP with David Alvarez behind him. But KHP with a bad run through turn 4, and he's going to have the 11 up the inside. Meanwhile, Carnation getting chased down the track by the 7 of Chase, and they're going 3 wide in the bus stop. Boys, be careful. The 95 gets turned by the 33 of Carter Freeze, and it takes out
and he
Pure.
collects Pure.
Pure's
that's
in the
a hard
wall.
hit.
Oh,
That's a hard
boy.
hit caution again. Same spot.
He
I think
started on
Carnation's going to get away
pole.
with this one a little bit. I think
Pure's
Pure's
not.
going to be.
That's a lot of damage.
He took a hard. He,
Oh,
he was going
boy.
faster than I thought there. He kind of hit Carnation and then floored it and it just killed the wall.
Well,
We
it seems like the
can't-
bus stops where you're going to get off from racing because it's where you die, apparently.
My goodness. So are we going to
Two
see
hard
more
crashes in a row,
pit stops now? That's
and they were
My question.
only 2 wide there.
yeah.
That wasn't 3 wide. They were 3 wide behind.
Well,
him.
Carnation
They
did
were able to keep it
try to
together.
send it up the inside, which I think
Oh,
is,
he did,
is
but
where
they
the
got themselves straightened out here.
so he has a run
There's the
here,
7
but Chase has a run in the 9, so
Big
gets blocked a
block.
little bit. Carnation still goes to the bottom, and then in the braking zone, Fireball's clear of him. So they're only going 2 wide through here, but it's Carter Friesen who gets into the back of Carnation. I don't know if we can blame Carnation on that one.
Pure just
He was
had
on the
nowhere to
brakes.
go.
Yeah, and just gets into the wall.
hard hit.
So Carnation, luckily, he spent so
Everybody
much
else
time
did a good
sideways that he actually scrubbed off a bunch of his speed. But Pure
Everybody
caught
else
him.
did a good job though of avoiding him and getting on the.
Oh, yeah.
That could have been 10 cars piled up
Oh,
there.
but that's a hard hit for the 61. Pure's already locked into the chase-offs, but he was looking to move up the order with a good qualifying session.
And Carnation's on the bubble, so that does not help his situation at all.
Oh, for sure. Because what Incarnation right now, he's sitting only 26 points above the cut line. And this could be expensive. So under caution, see if we get any takers in the pits. As they're going to open pit road this time by. I think I know some people that are definitely going to come in.
yeah,
these-
just a couple.
Affiliated teams here. You can see they're both rocking the Carnation Lightning Bolt. And unfortunately, Pure is just a victim. Just absolutely collected in the incident. I don't know if we can blame Carnation either. I think that was just a miscue by Carter Friesen.
Carter just drove it in too deep. I think Carnation was
He,
up and realized he couldn't do it after the last one, and he still got nailed. And it looks like everybody in their the
Everyone who
top
didn't pit
10
is
or
coming
whatever,
in.
Yeah.
So
Carter's
they're going to drop
take
down to the
lead.
back of the order. But there are some guys coming in again here. Hold on. Spook Boy,
Janza?
Savage, Janza. That's Jake24, Xander M.
I was gonna say that
Oh,
car.
Disick, late call. But he made the commitment box, so he's good. So it looks like the guys at the back are going to take a free pit stop for some tires and some gas. All sorts of differing strategies, but ultimately, it's probably the villain so far of the race, Carter Friesen, who ends up in the lead.
Yes, Rusty, you are.
Yeah, Rusty and DNP both involved in that first incident, both the only retirements from this race. Unless we see the 61 disappear, which we might. No, it looks like they're going to try and fix that thing up.
No, he's gonna.
Some
Yeah,
damage
look how
repair
much time
for...
Carnation sent in.
Slow stop here for
Wasn't very long.
Jake24.
Mm.
Is he on a tow? He might be on a tow.
I was gonna say, did he make contact? And
Oh, he got hit.
By NASCAR.
NASCAR lover. Oh, boy.
It's hit right there.
And that... Oh, jeez. Watkins Glen, that is a long tow. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That could be a lap down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope they towed him backwards and not.
They
all
don't
the
tow
way
them
around,
backwards
since
in
he
NR.
It kind of pushed him forward there in his box, but he was still in his box.
Oh, jeez.
But
There's a sight. My goodness.
he did need the back panel on that thing, anyways.
The Pace van has led more laps than anyone else so far today, but hopefully we'll be able to go
Well,
green
yeah,
and
we
get some
haven't
real
even
racing.
completed a lap under.
Yeah, we've got 2 half a laps, all right? So we'll add it up. That's 1 lap of green flag racing. Out of,
Yeah, only.
what is this? 6 laps?
Yeah.
Pure. Good God.
Good God.
So Jake is, I think, going to go a lap down. Not what you want to see.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going. Lap
Especially
down.
at a track like this, it's going to be difficult to get back on the lead lap. Seriously difficult. So the Pace van has the lights out. We're going to try for the 3rd time to get this race going. And hopefully we can do it without an immediate caution. But that's not in my hands. That's in the hands of the drivers. So, Carter Friesen will lead the field. Ryan Johnston behind him. And then DS Gaming And then it's Midlife in the 83, and Priya McShane, her home race, sitting in 5th. So, filing out of turn 7 now. Carter Friesen leads the field for lap 7 of 41. Green flag in the air yet again here at Watkins Glen. And already we've got some hungry boys trying to send it down the inside. Luke Rainey and Mechanized Chaos. And Chaos might be the name of the game here as Midlife all over the back bumper of DS Gaming. You see Crispy Fried Racer and a bunch of other cars going wide. CodyHGaming making a little bit of contact with Priya McShane going around the outside through the S's. Is Priya off pace here?
I don't know.
No,
I think she just got really bad exit there.
Hello, I'm you getting a really bad exit out of the S's, and here comes the rest of the field, and it looks like nobody's deciding to go 3 wide, maybe thinking better of it.
Take a look at the back of the field.
The leaders single file, the rest of the pack doing okay. We're going to get some racing in here, y'all.
All right, this is the farthest on the track that we've...
The top 5 all single file, staying close together, biding their time. Ford, Dodge, Ford, Toyota, Toyota. Ryan Johnston having a peek to the inside of Carter Friesen. Maybe running a slightly different line, maybe having just a little look. And sizing up that number 33, because out of turn number 7, just a couple of car lengths separating first place and second. Into the hard braking zone of turn 1. Everyone's staying pretty much in order. CodyHGaming have a pretty good run. He got past Priya McShane. He's up into 5th place. Deep in the pack, still lots of battles. Cars all over the place. Boy, we're seeing the 97 and 98 battling again. It looks like Asteroid Strike does get past Mech. Meanwhile, Savage Toy Show here is probably going to have a look up the inside of Chase the Coyote, who we're talking about how he had such a bad qualifying. He's currently sitting in the top half of the field. So, pretty good run, maybe with a little bit of strategy help for the number 7 team so far. Through the inner loop, everyone getting... Oh, a little bit of contact with the 98! Asteroid Strike and Mechanized Chaos, they've been all over each other today. And a little bit of a side swipe maybe from the 97. I can't imagine the 98 will be happy about that, but currently he's got to deal with McSpookboy. Spookboy to the inside of him. Can't quite make the move stick. Now he's going to be on the outside through the final corner. Nothing coming of it. Oh, he's got a decent exit, though. But he's going to be at a disadvantage as they head down the hill into turn 1. Caution flag in the air. Again.
Oh, is this turn 6?
Who's it for? I don't... What?
Huh?
We've got a yellow and...
Do we have a spectator climbing the fence? What is
this
what
caution
happened?
for?
Right there.
Hey?
Is it for... Did somebody spin and get going, or...
I don't... Why?
That was weird. Is it because of Jake 24 on...
No. You don't get cautions in the pits. There's
Yeah,
no
it
incident.
shouldn't be.
We're getting phantom cautions here.
Oh my god. Well, welcome to the Sim series, everybody.
Collusion. It's collusion.
Yeah, why is that a caution?
Putin hacked the system. Sim series uses.
Wow, I have no explanation for it.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I have never. So we could get
There's
another
a lot of
yellow.
things we have never. There's a first.
You know, Sim Series always surprises me. Always in new ways.
We finally made it more than one lap, and we get a caution for no reason.
No reason at all. Let's go back and look at this contact here between Asteroid Strike
And this was not the
Mechanized
caution,
Chaos.
just to be clear.
Side by side, he has to get on the brakes because he gets squeezed out by Hunter B. Now he's wide through the second half of the inner loop.
Mech just comes in.
Oh, and just doesn't give him
nowhere.
space.
Yeah, Mech just
Squeezes him off.
Driving like Jacob Hits. Let me tell you what. Just without any regard to human life, just get out of my way.
Just shot the gap.
Yeah.
So pit stops.
Already?
Maybe?
Again?
We're almost a quarter of the way through this race. I want to get some actual racing in. Come on.
They're not gonna. If they pit now, they still can't make it. They're gonna have to pit again. So might as well just stay out.
Welcome to Go Pay Speed at the Glen.
We got takers, as usual.
Oh my god. And I think this is going to be everybody.
Well, I mean, you got 9 laps in. You might as well extend your run the best you can, get some fresh tires on. But hey, some drivers are looking for track position.
Back, David Alvarez.
Hunter B, they're both staying out. Looks like the 9. And I mean, for these guys way down the order, you might as well try. I mean, at this rate, it looks like we're going to be getting a lot of cautions. So most cars coming in, but select few opting for track position. Led by the 11 of David Alvarez and the 77 of Hunter B. You can see Jake 24. He's currently 2 laps down because of that pit road issue. But hey, I mean, he'll be starting on the inside line here. And if we get another quickie caution, he might be able to get back one of his 2 laps. As the rest of the... Oh, the 98 asteroid strike was sideways on pit road. We got more issues.
Jeez.
He's getting out of his box. Anderson Reed's getting into his box. And it looks like Anderson made the stop, and asteroid strike backs out.
That's impressive.
Impressive maneuverability from the 98.
More impressive, he didn't hit the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one got a tow from that, which is great. You love to see it. Oh! John Jones just turned Chris in the S's. Oh my goodness.
We're under caution, guys. Oh my god.
This is a little bit sketchy here. I don't know if this is because of where they were at coming out of the pits.
What? Huh?
He might not be happy with the way Chris... I mean, he should be behind the 43, right? Yeah, he's behind the 43 as they're crossing the line here and hits the gas and turns Jones a little bit. I guess
don't
the
think Jones
43
took
is
kindly to him.
Yeah, not at
shoving
all.
her in the middle like that.
And then he... I mean, he just...
Yeah.
No, it's like Chris wasn't even paying attention. Chris just turned dead right.
He hit him under yellow. All right, lights are out in the pace van. So Carter Friesen is decently down the order. So I think he took tires and some guys didn't, because Luke Rainey should be Johnston, Midlife, and Mech, as well as Michael Deitch and CodyHGaming. They took fuel only, and Carter Friesen is a little bit down the order now. So it keeps shaking up every single caution. So the top 4 here didn't pit. Neither did Jake 24, but he's a couple of laps down. And it's Luke Rainey. I don't even know what to expect on this restart. Let's just jump straight into it. David Alvarez in the lead for, I think, the first time in his career. He has had such an unlucky stretch of races for the past month. Just keeps getting caught up in other people's crashes. Hopefully, he'll be able to make some of his own luck here at Watkins Glen for lap number 11 of 41. Green flag back in the air. And a great start for David Alvarez. He pulls way ahead of Hunter B. Jake 24 looking at the inside of Luke Rainey. He wants to start climbing up and maybe clawing his way to get that lap back. Luke goes way wide. So does Carter. He could lose a couple of spots. Up the S as they go. 25 and the 2 still side by side. Luke Rainey gets the better of him, and he might have a run on his teammate here. AFK Master. A battle here for 4th place between the 2 and the 0-2. Is Rainey going to jump to the inside? Politely stays behind him for now. So we got Asteroid Strike going 3 wide. The 98 has had his fair share of issues today, and now it's Julio Caesar who goes around.
Hard on the wall right there.
And
are we gonna stay green?
Staying green.
You know, you really hate to see that too, because he needed this run. He was doing so well. Started really well, and just, you hate to see it.
Hunter B to the inside for the lead. In turn number 6.
Are we gonna get a pass for the lead?
No, we won't. David Alvarez does a great job of defending. But Hunter's going to have another run down the straightaway.
We'll see if he tries to send it here going into turn 1.
He's got a good run. He's in the draft right underneath the rear spoiler of the 11, looking to the inside.
Oh.
And gets back in line. A pretty wise decision here from Hunter B, who elects to maybe make the move later on in the lap. Carter Friesen, meanwhile, trying to get his way past CodyHGaming down the order. But single file go your leaders through the S's. And it looks like things have pretty much sorted themselves out. Julio Caesar's lost a bunch of time, but he's got that car rolling again. Hunter B looking to the inside.
He's looking, I think it might be a little too far back. Yep.
He's going to stay behind David Alvarez for now. As through the inner loop, the field snaking their way. Fireball's pretty close to the 77 as well. And it looks like we're getting through without chaos for now.
Would have made it.
What are you talking about? Mechanized Chaos is still running.
Hi-yo.
I don't know
Without
what I said.
chaos. Get it?
Oh.
You said without chaos. Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. So how about David Alvarez leading some laps here at Watkins Glen? New sponsor ought to be pretty happy. That 11 car has had a rough season. First with Goky
yeah,
retiring. David jumps in the car. He's wrecked pretty much every single week. Stays out under caution, and now here he is fending off some pretty strong attacks from Hunter B in the 77, a race-winning car. And David Alvarez stays out front. Hunter again. Maybe he's just trying to get some fresh air. He keeps ducking to the inside even when he's not close enough to make a pass. But he's staying pretty close to the rear bumper of the 11 as the top 10 or so are all single file. Remember this 25 of Jake 24, as confusing as that is, he's 2 laps down. Fireball's getting pretty close to Hunter though. I'd be getting worried about a send up the inside. It looks like he runs a little bit wide here through turn 6, although it looks like it's under control. Down the front straightaway again, David Alvarez leads another lap. That's going to be number 4 for that number 11. Hunter B closes in under braking. David goes a little bit wide, but he should be okay. Seeing a lot of different lines out of turn 1, but the order staying pretty much the same. As these drivers are finally getting settled into a groove, which isn't just an absolute caution fest. Ryan Johnston trying to get to the inside of Jake 24, who's 2 laps down, can't quite do it. And it looks like Michael Deitch is all over the rear end of Mechanized Chaos as well. Mac looking like a bit of a road ringer so far in the series. He's only top 5 coming at CTMP. Now he's running 8th, which for that 97 team is a good run. What's up?
Here's a good question. Is David eligible for the chase-offs?
No, because he...
I didn't think he was, since he didn't make all the races.
He was part-time in the 46 until Goky retired, and then he got in the 11.
Yeah, because he was the one guy that actually brought the 46 into a race.
Yeah. He had a good run in the 46. He really did.
Yeah.
Once he got moved to the 11, it was just bad luck week in and week out.
I think the 11 is just cursed.
Well, the 11's leading right now, and Julio Cesar did finally come into the pits to fix that damage, which is going to put him a lap down. And this could get dicey because this field is tight, and he's trying to find a spot. I think he might be off pace as well. He could play
some havoc here coming through the bus stop.
Well, he's playing some havoc to midlife who has to get out of the gas. But now we'll try and pick up some draft and maybe make a move into the inner loop. Michael Deitch peeking to the inside of Mechanized Chaos. They're going to be side by side.
Oh, careful, boys.
Just barely squeezes his way back in line in front of Carter Friesen. I think the 33 had to get way out of the gas. And Julio Cesar really holding up the 83. Look at the gap between midlife and Ryan Johnston. I didn't think he was
slowing him up that much. Definitely. That arrow on the right side of the car, it doesn't exist anymore.
So midlife will finally get by Carter Friesen, also looking to get by the 57 Michael Deitch, but it's going to be Mech on the inside of Julio Cesar, who's now a lap down. Bit of a pack here down the front straightaway. Mech will clear the 42, and it looks like Michael Deitch will be the next to make the move under braking into turn 1. Ringo, Jesus. I'll have you know, some people won't be happy with that comment. 57 and 42 side by side through the S's, and it looks like Deitch may lose out here to Carter Friesen, but he gets a bad run through turn 4. Now under attack from the 28 of Cody H. And the 43 of John Jones. Taking a little look, but they all get sorted out in the braking zone.
You've already seen him use that bumper once, and it was under caution, so...
KG's got some front-end damage here. He's down in 21st, and it looks like he's off pace.
Oh,
Contact with McSpook Boy. Oh boy, this is getting dangerous. That 40's, he's slow.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't very fast to begin with.
You're right, and he's picked up some damage. So
yeah, I don't know how he's in 21st, but he's dead last, but maybe with the pit cycles and everything.
He's got a decent pack of cars stuck behind him. 6, 7, 12, 60, 00. But not close enough to make a move yet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the front of the field, David Alvarez still leads, but Hunter B is staying within striking distance. But I'll be interested to see when these guys have to pit. Hunter B peeking again down the back straightaway. Just having a little peek to the inside of the inner loop, but not making his move just yet.
I think he's just trying to get David on his toes a little bit here.
Got a good run from the outer loop. Into turn 6, looking up the inside in the braking zone.
Here he goes.
Oh, but
He's there.
He's not quite there. David Alvarez still staying clear. But it's going to be close through turn 7. If Hunter B gets a good exit, David Alvarez will definitely have to defend into turn 1, and it looks like he does.
Yeah, he could have gotten the crossover there coming off of 7.
Down the front straightaway, peeking to the inside.
Here he goes.
Into the braking zone, still no move.
David took a little bit of a defensive line there, kind of came down the race, 77, pulled out. And I think he just thought it wasn't working if he's going to try and block for the lead.
Ryan Johnston finally gets past Jake 24, the 25, who's 2 laps down.
Yeah, and Julio was actually still in that pack.
I'm surprised. He's pulling decent speed, actually.
Kept pace, and he hit that wall pretty hard, so I'm impressed that he's able to hang
Just
up
want
there
to
with the top 12.
To also point out that the 43 is in 12th place after qualifying into the...
Qualifying where?
Like qualifying in the pre-qualifying.
Oh, yeah.
He had to race his way into this. He's now running 12th.
Good run for John
and
Jones.
Luke Ray did the same thing. He's in 5th. Carter's 10th. Emmett Lashbrook 17th. Those are the highest guys that had to actually put some effort into making the race. And then you've got guys like Ace Moneymaker, who's in 31st, and Jansen, who's in 29th. But they're kind of mixed all throughout the field here.
Midlife wants to get past Jake 24, can't quite do it. Leo might even be putting pressure on Mechanized Chaos here in a minute or two. Down the order a little bit. Asteroid Strike. NASCAR Lover, side by side. It has been a pretty rough season for that 3 car.
Yeah.
He was pretty midfield in season 1, but right now, I mean, he is one of the worst chartered cars. In fact, just 6 more points than Rolo, that number 3 car.
He started the year at like Daytona and Atlanta. He started up, just got involved in X, and he just hasn't been able to turn his season around.
Oh, almost contact from the 00 and the 53.
Yeah,
They've
Rolo
all got
almost
front end
ended for
damage.
the
What is
13th
this?
week in a row.
Did these guys stack up? The whole rear end of the field has front end damage. Look at this. The 20, the 48, the 84.
Did it happen on a restart? Like in the back of the field? Did somebody brake check or something?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if I really want to check this. It was
or
early
coming into
on.
pit road. Yeah.
Oh, it was really early on. Boom, there it
on
is.
The first caution right there.
Everyone taking the yellow flag.
Just piled in like the 2008 Xfinity race there. Everybody piles in.
Boy, Jans has not had a great run.
Yeah,
Down to
and he
27th
was-
right now.
He was like 3rd in pre-qualifying.
He was 10th in qualifying, so he started up front.
Yeah, he just kind of fell off the deep end there.
Hunter again. He's so close to David, but hasn't made a move. We're almost halfway through this race now.
And we can officially say that this is the longest green flag.
Oh, yeah. Also, yes,
And probably will be.
Pyro, this is all AI. This is entirely a simulation. It's an interactive show. It's really unique. I mean, I don't think there's anything like this on the internet. Oh, we got pit stops. Here we go.
Oh,
The leaders are coming in, the 11 and the 77.
They should be able to make it.
So they're going to pit now to make it to the end. Everyone's going to have to stop at least once. So they're going to do it now and get some fresh tires on.
And a caution would help them more than it would hurt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
so if they crash trying to get onto pit road, that'll help guys.
At a track this long,
just pitting now.
You're not going to go a lap down from a pit stop.
Unless you really screw up and have to get towed like G24.
It's true.
But that's not going to happen when only 2 cars come onto pit road at a time.
So Fireball's going to take over the lead of the race. KG came in and Carnation came in. So
Fireball is another guy that he's only made 1.
Yeah, so he stayed out in the previous caution.
2. Yeah.
But everyone's still going to have to pit at least once.
Yeah. But they're pitting now because they can't make it to the
Kamikaze.
Like, this is the end of their window. These guys here might actually be able to almost stretch it to the end of the way.
I think they'll be able to do it.
It's going to be close, but I think they'll be able to.
Ryan Johnston to the inside of Luke Rainey. Nothing there.
Comes in.
Top 3. Mex coming in as well. Johnston stays out. Jake 24 gets into Luke Rainey.
That's where I'm really, really nervous about these guys pitting.
Well, it's such a hard pit entry.
Slow they get on the apron.
Yeah, and it's on the apex of this corner.
Yep. So right here.
But it looks like generally people are getting through okay.
Yeah. Now if they have to go too wide through there with the guy on the end, we could see some very, very.
A battle for what could be the lead. Hunter B hard on the brakes. Finally gets the move done.
Gonna pass him.
Through turn 6. He got those fresh tires underneath his car, and he is making them work. But we're gonna have to see.
David has fresh tires too.
Oh, for sure.
Gotta wonder if David's trying to conserve.
Well, I don't think he'd be conserving. He knows he has to stay in front of the 77. But let's see where they end up.
He doesn't have to.
Fireball.
He doesn't have to stay in front of him.
And AFK, they're racing each other out of the pits.
If he's able to maintain those tires, he could be able to get back at the 77 late in the going.
So we'll take a look at the order. Hunter B takes over the lead. Then it's David Alvarez. AFK Master was racing Fireball out of the pits.
Potentially the lead.
And ends up getting past him. So, yeah, there are still cars who haven't pitted yet. In fact...
Yeah. Presumably, this is for the lead.
We have more cars coming in, but some drivers are still staying out. So, Johnston and the rest of these guys who pitted under the most recent caution, able to tick away some laps now. But they're going to be on older tires. But they're going to have fresher tires at the end. So, overcut, undercut.
Yeah.
Good strategy battle.
And we are now halfway.
NASCAR lover having a little peek on Mechanized Chaos, but no move as of yet. So, potentially your leaders, but right now Hunter B is down in 33rd position. Obviously that'll update when they come and cross the line. Starting to pull away a little bit from David Alvarez in the 11. So showing now is 24th, but we still have a lot of cars yet to pit. Ryan Johnston is your race leader. You've got the lapped Jake 24 in the middle of it. Then it's midlife. Julio Caesar also a lap down.
Yeah, the lapped Julio Caesar. I think the 92 is going to come in this time.
I think he has to pretty soon.
Just based off of how they entered turn 6.
So he's going to come in midlife staying out.
As is Carter. Carter stays out.
Jones comes in. KHP is out. Priya McShane stays out. We're good.
There. I'm just seeing things. I'm seeing things on the outside of the wall thinking
Tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a great strategy battle. And this is what you love about these road course races. You've got all these different pit strategies going on. You can't even keep track of them. I mean, this isn't like a, one group pits early, the other group pits late. Every single lap, there's just a different group of cars coming in.
And everybody is so strung out on the racetrack. It's a good thing we have electronic scoring. Otherwise, I think we had a North Wilkesboro situation. We wouldn't know
who's winning. So we know Midlife is leading. We know he's got a couple of lap cars around him. He's in a McShane lap car sandwich right now. Then is Carter Friesen, KHP, and then Priya herself. Spookboy and Chase the Cody has also been battling each other all day long.
Xander M, the king of the triangles, yeah.
He's up to
back
5th.
there too. Mm-hmm.
Julio
Which is
Caesar.
impressive since he was dead last in qualifying.
I think Midlife's going to come in this time. In fact, I think he has to come in this time, and he will. So does Carter.
Carter's going to.
This should be the rest of the leaders coming in.
KHP is coming.
No. 8 staying out.
KHP stays out. Xander stays out.
So some drivers trying to make it work long. The 6 and the 7, they're going to stay out as well. So is Richard Herman, the 53, Ben Pye, the 16 of Brad Flynn. So taking over the lead now is KHP.
The guy who designed this first corner should be taken in a dark room and beat about the head.
My favorite notification. It's so good. Thanks for following Aero Racing Design. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Hope you're enjoying the Sim series. It truly is a unique show. And I know I say that, you know, knowing that there are offline leagues, but not to this level. I mean, this is, I think, probably the most viewed show of its kind, the most popular show of its kind, and with such
Put it on the advertisements.
such an intricate backstory as well. Interesting to see what the 8 of KHP and Xander M, what these guys do at the end of the lap. They have to come in, right? KHP comes in. Yeah, they gotta come in. Because they're going to be stretching it on fuel at this point. So, the leaders...
Here's the thing. Hunter, it looks like a couple of these guys have actually been able to undercut. It looks
Johnston overcut
Ryan
him.
Johnston's ahead.
Johnston, by running laps in clear air, has gotten in front of Hunter B, and he's going to have fresher tires.
And the AFK Master did the same thing cutting in front of the 9.
Thanks, Cody. You're absolutely correct. Thanks, Cody, for the shrimp biddies. You love to see it. Hunter B closing in on the 92, though. He doesn't need fresher tires. He's got some talent behind the wheel for sure.
They must have made an adjustment to that 77 because Lion.
Well, I also think he might have been saving his stuff when he was behind David Alvarez because, I mean, he was holding on to his rear bumper.
Maybe.
And having some looks up the inside, but never sent it fully.
But they're gonna get to a point where the tire fall off is gonna equalize, and Hunter can't push himself too much that he can't then go catch him when that tire fall off comes, and he's just kind of stuck in a gap, kind of like Truex and Elliott have been the past couple of years. The air just doesn't work well, and they can't catch up to each other.
So the top 5 through this pit cycle have ended up pretty much as they started, but just in a different order. These 5 cars are really, really close together. You've got, I mean, look at this. Dodge, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, plus Chevy Fireball tacked on at the end of it. Michael Deitch on the inside here of Crispy Fried Racer. This is for 7th place. But now he's going to be on the outside through turn 7. Can he hang it around? Yes, he can.
So, definitely.
Great move.
Doing the Carter Friesen move that we saw in pre-qualifying, and
to move that 57 Carter, up into 7th.
He's back in 21st, at least.
Yeah, I think the overcut. No, he's not 21st. It's the pit cycle. He's 15th.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Anderson Reed looking to the inside of McShane and Hello I Knew.
Hello.
3 wide through turn 1.
I thought Anderson Reed was going to keep it through by there. The S's, that could have been bad.
No, he just had no run off the corner, stuck on the bottom like that. Now he's got a rear mirror full of kamikaze games in the 40.
Midlife, everybody just pitted, so everybody
should be able to. It's going to be tight for Hunter and David. It's going to be tight.
I was going to say for the guys that are, Hunter, David, Fireball, it's going to be close.
But
they should make
Johnston,
it. A caution would help them.
Oh, for sure.
But
Johnston will definitely make it. AFK Master will definitely make it. But really, the 77, the 11, and the 9, it is going to be sketchy.
There's David looking around the outside, and he's got help.
AFK Master right behind him should give him a little push down the front straightaway, but he's going to make the outside through turn 1, and Hunter B had a decent run out of the corner. And AFK says, maybe I'll take that spot on the inside.
AFK Master just trying to do what he can to get by both of these guys if he can. He's going to stay in line with David. David gets the run off turn 1, and he's going to clear second, and Ryan Johnston is gone.
You know, I doubted your call. When the 77 got past the 11 and you said maybe he's saving his stuff, no way. But here he is. He's passed Hunter back, and he's into 2nd place now, just a few car lengths behind the leader, the 92 of Ryan Johnston.
Yeah, and we're closing in on, we're under 15 to go. We're coming up to 10 to go here shortly. So it's about to be go time for these guys. I think a caution would hurt David more than it would help him. I think David, at least compared to Hunter, we'll see how Ryan does here.
And I'll be interested.
Under the long run on worn tires. But...
I'll be interested to see what sort of pit stops we're going to see if we have a caution. But hey,
I would think everybody stays out. I would think.
It depends on how many people come in. It's really hard to call.
Yeah. Well,
And,
it depends on how late it is too. If it's only 2 laps, stay out. If the caution comes out now, maybe pit, because those fresh tires will be worth something as we get later on through the green flag run, as long as they don't die in the interloop like they have every other time today.
So top 5 still sticking together, but the order keeps changing. And the rest of the field is pretty well strung out, although we are seeing these little packs of cars scattered throughout the course. I mean, the big story, the 11 and the 77 stayed out under caution, but they had to pit earlier than everybody else, and now Ryan Johnston with slightly fresher tires overcut the leaders and is starting to pull away a little bit.
He's maintained that gap. If not pulling away, he's certainly held it where it's been at, and then there's just been the back 4 that have been almost like Daytona pack racing here, just trying to hold on to their line.
And if Ryan Johnston wins this race, it's going to be a huge shakeup in the chase-off standings, because right now, he's sitting down at 25th. He's not even close to the cut line. So if he wins his way in, Carnation's going to suffer.
Absolutely, that's going to
Herman's going to suffer.
Carnation is, with that crash today, he pretty much put himself in a, you're going to have to get at least the top 5 at Darlington in a couple weeks to ensure that you're going to make it.
You say that, but
close.
Carnation's was plus 26 going into this race. Herman was plus 15. Herman's in 30th. Carnation's in 29th. So they're both in trouble. The big winner is Midlife, who's currently sitting in 8th. He was 15 points below the cut line coming into this event. And this could be the break he needs.
Too.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as he's able to keep the nose clean the last 12 laps here, he's golden. And he's really setting himself up nicely for a playoff. Which didn't he make? He made playoffs last year, right?
Who did? Midlife? No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
Boy, Hunter was looking down on the inside, but David blocked his line just a little bit, went defensively. Johnston's coming in.
Wait, Ryan's coming in.
What is this? Why is the 92 pitting?
I was wondering why everybody else was coming to the inside. Somebody was going to pit. Why did Ryan? He
doesn't have to pit, does he? Fireball and AFK Master going side. We got a caution.
We have a caution.
Caution on the track. Is it Disick?
No, I don't think it is. I don't know what I think it's another Phantom caution.
No. Because it just came out. We saw that caution come out.
Honestly, I think this was another random one. I think it had something to do with pit road again. Is that a man? Well, yeah, look. Julio Caesar's on pit road, pretty much in the same
Ringo.
spot that Jake 24 was in.
Is this a weird?
I'm telling you, I think the track is broken.
But they're past
I think
him.
It has something to...
No, look, he stopped here. The caution doesn't come out until here.
There.
We're gonna have a little peek around the track.
Does it have something to do with him falling off the jack?
Oh, this'll do it.
Oh.
It's NASCAR lover.
NASCAR lover. He just sent.
CodyHGaming is coming into the pits. Oh boy, bounces off the turn 7 wall. He gets it rolling again, which is what really surprised us.
I guess nobody could make it then if those guys were pit.
Maybe they couldn't make it.
I really don't understand this because Ryan Johnston was not the only one to come on the pit road there.
So these leaders are going to be.
These guys racing back.
They're going to race it back. We saw AFK. He was already past Fireball. I think he just defended that position. So these guys are going to race it back.
Wait. David pitted.
No, he's not.
Oh, man. They did the thing again in turn 6.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think they can pit just yet. So now they're going to have to get caught back up to the pace van.
Yeah, wherever he is.
He's currently got traffic behind him that he has to let by, and it's Ben.
Yeah, they'll get by him.
You'll figure it out. There you go, Ben.
God. I guess I couldn't go to where all the pavement was. I have
More
to go for
69. More shrimpage from Ringo. Doing it again because the 3 wrecking like an idiot deserves a Pogger shrimp. Dale is rolling in his grave.
Oh, God. That's just...
That's great.
Man.
Okay, so
now what do we do?
Well...
Who's pitting? Who's staying out?
So Johnston
Half the
came
field isn't
in.
even caught up yet, but going to open.
Johnston's down in 28th. If everybody else
At
pits,
least.
which I think they will, he could end up. Hunter staying out. Oh boy. So David
Everybody's
Alvarez
staying
came
out.
in. Hunter's
AFK
staying
Master
out.
staying out. Dissect is staying out.
Oh,
Not
boy.
Dissect. Deitch is staying.
This is getting interesting. So
DNP comes in. Remember, he crashed.
Midlife
And
stays
he's
out.
up there now. Midlife.
Carter, KHP,
Carter, that's
Luke
big.
Rainey. But these guys pitted late.
Rhea.
Hunter pitted so early. I don't know if he can make it. If Johnston was coming in, oh, this is gonna be. What? I don't even know what to say to this.
I don't know. I'm
Alvarez
lost
is
here.
pitting. Is that the right call?
Well, with how many guys stayed out, I think it could be the right call. Because as long as we don't get another call, 8 to go here on the restart, I think. 9 or 8 to go. That could be enough for him to get by some of the cars. If he gets a caution, though, he's going to have to hope that the guys in front of him pit. And maybe that's what guys like Hunter are banking on. Maybe they're banking on another caution. They can save some more, or they can come down onto pit road. But this is only the Sim series, man.
I don't understand it. It's always something different too. Like it's never the same
Every week,
scenario.
it's something different.
If you don't watch the Sim series every week, you're straight up missing out because this is a fantastic show.
Go back all the way to the shootout and just watch.
You
Start
can't
to
predict
finish
what's gonna
every
happen.
race.
Like you
And
just don't know.
Glenn, this isn't Atlanta because nobody's gotten the black flag yet. So this is far from Atlanta.
This is just strategy battle. Oh, more. Priya's gonna win this 41 lap race in the 41 at her home track. This is gonna
There
be
it is, it's
insane.
rigged.
Yes, I'm being consistently
Rigged.
ridiculous. Thanks, Ringo. So lights are out of the pace fan. Hunter B leads. Can he make it to the end? We have no idea.
Is everybody even caught up? Everybody was so spread out.
They're on their way. We got some damaged cars making their way around, but
Pure and Dissect. Wait!
if you aren't watching the Sim series, what are you doing? We need Rusty.
Exactly.
You're straight up missing out. Oh my goodness.
Can I
So
not finish 34?
how is Michael Deitch in third? Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I don't know where he came from. And I don't.
So where's David?
DNP was inside the top 10 before he pitted.
Well-
and he was involved in that first wreck.
David he's I think 14th or 15th.
Yeah, he's not too far
He's
back.
got a shot. He's gonna have fresher
But
tires than everyone.
I think he's gonna need a caution and need some of those guys to pit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, DNP's out of the race. Who the hell am I thinking?
Who are you talking
What
about?
car was I looking at?
I don't know. I wasn't listening to you. I'm sorry. What were you saying? What did they do?
I kept thinking that DNP was up there like top 10. He was like the second one to pit behind
Jacob hits
David.
everybody. Do you mean KHP?
No, it was not KHP. Like a blue and white car. I really don't know who it was. I'll wait for scoring to cycle around.
That's fine.
Might have been
We'll
Emmett.
figure it out.
Might
Anyways.
have been Emmett. Screw it.
We're gonna have some number of laps to go. Green flag in the air. Carter freezes.
I think
Hardy trying to send it up the inside. Julio goes down as well. They're gonna go 3 wide into turn 1.
That's
Remember.
a lapped car that's blocking Carter.
And again, the
just
83 is in a lapped McShane sandwich.
Oh, be careful. 3 wide. Look out. Turn 1. Look out. Turn
Contact
1.
with the 25, but it looks like Midlife is gonna get through okay.
Midlife was in the lap car sandwich there and keeps it together. And the top 3 just pull away.
Hunter B, AFK Master, and then Deitch behind them. The rest of the pack single file. David Alvarez, the first car with fresh tires, but he is way down the order with a lot of traffic in front of him.
And he's back in 14th.
Deitch all over the rear end of the O2 through the outer loop, staying close behind, but that lap 25 could come into play.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to add, I might have some clarification on what happened to Ryan Johnson. They were reporting about some vibrations that might be happening in the car, and with how caution-filled this race has been so far. That
Oh, we
it's
got
hard to
pit
just bring him
stops.
down.
Hunter in.
Hold on, I'm sorry,
They're
Trace.
pitting.
The 77, they can't
And here
make
comes the
it.
rest.
The 01's pitting too.
That's the 2.
Xander.
That's Luke
You're right,
Rainey.
that is the 2. What
They
the
can't.
hell?
They couldn't make it. They could
We're
not
coming to-
make it. And Michael Deitch has
think we're
been
at 6
gifted
to
the
go here.
lead.
6 to go and Michael Deitch is leading.
Deitch is in the lead. He's got a lap car between himself and Midlife
Midlife.
in second. And then look who's at third. It's the 33 again of Carter Friesen, who just found his way back up to the front. Bizarre strategy.
Deitch hasn't won a race this year. Did he win one last year?
Oh, never. Deitch has never won a Sim Series race.
I'm going to be honest.
Can he make it to the
any
end?
Of these guys pitted in.
I don't know who can make it and who
if these
can't.
guys all pit again, David is going to be in the best seat in the house.
David Alvarez.
Actually, no. He's got two guys that pitted in front of him. He's got Fireball and
Oh, so he lost out on that restart.
David's been passed by two different guys, and
Deitch comes
Deitch
in. Oh boy.
And
Midlife is given the lead, but can he make it?
he's got 6 laps to go.
Oh my goodness. Pantallica was showing off in the chat, but now the 57 bits. Can the 83 make it? Oh my goodness. Carter Friesen's in second, then it's KHP, Priya McShane's Xander M. McSpookboy.
So right now, I think it's Fireball.
I think it's Fireball. I don't know if these guys in front of him can make it.
Yeah, I think Fireball's got the best shot. Because Herman stayed out, didn't he?
Herman definitely stayed out.
I don't know who stayed out and who didn't anymore.
I think Fireball's the first. Fireball,
there are some guys with 4 pit stops.
He's looking at
Xander's
the first one with 4.
Yeah, but they pitted a lot under the first 3 cautions.
Yeah, it depends on when they pitted.
I think the 9 is the first of the cars who pitted under caution.
The
previous caution.
Yeah, and I can confirm it was Emmett Lashbrook I was looking at. Just
okay.
Forgetting how brain cells worked.
We're going to be looking at maybe some more pit stops. It's going to be interesting. Midlife stays out.
Everybody's staying out.
They're going to try and do it from here. I would think.
So 5 to go at the line.
Does Midlife have the fuel to do it? And if we get a caution right now, Jake's going to get out of the way.
He's got a lap car in front of him and behind him, but that's going to help him.
Yeah, because the 42 is between himself and Carter Friesen.
Yeah, and he's got protection behind him, so really, he's in an ideal spot right now.
We were talking about...
He's got the draft helping him, so he doesn't have to burn as much fuel, and he has behind him. Save a little bit. He can.
Oh, but it's going to be tough. I mean, everyone else is coming in. He didn't pit under the last caution. But he was one of those drivers that went way late under green, but that only gave him around 5 laps longer than the guys who pitted early. And we restarted with more than 5 laps to go.
Yeah.
So quick maps, I don't know if he can do it.
I don't know anymore, man.
My goodness. We don't even know who has a chance here. I mean, Fireball is down in 9th, but we know he can make it for sure. The rest of these guys, not a clue.
I mean, everybody else is staying out.
So Lashbrook is ahead of Fireball and Alvarez. Did Lashbrook pit in the last caution?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he did. Because he was the car that I confused with DNP, so he definitely pitted.
So is Lashbrook in position to take this win? Or is it Midlife?
Is he eligible for the playoffs?
Yes, both of them are.
Oh my god.
Is that a man?
Oh my god, Ring. Another shrimp bit donation. I ain't gonna stop until a winner's declared or I run out of bits. Well, I hope a winner gets declared first. Don't empty your wallet with just shrimp money, although I do appreciate it. Oh my goodness. And in her home race, right now, Priya McShane's sitting in 4th. Oh my god, Cody sent more shrimp. It's gonna be another one of those classic Watkins Glen finishes. Not quite like that. It's a little bit different.
Where's the oil on the racetrack that's going to send everybody?
So we're going to cross the line now with 3 laps to go.
Coming to 3 to go. So if we get a caution now,
I think Midlife wins.
Unless he for some reason runs out of fuel and
Pure's coming in.
Here comes Pure on the pit road, but he is off cycle.
Austin Ripp comes in as well.
Austin Ripp. So whatever. They're back markers. They didn't matter today.
Well, I don't know. I don't know when they last pitted.
Oh yeah, they've been so irrelevant this entire. It's tough to tell.
We're just gonna have to keep watching Midlife, and see if he starts slowing suddenly, because this could get really exciting in the closing
or if he
stages.
makes a turn onto pit road, because if he does, good lord.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we've already seen leaders come down pit road. I don't even know if it would surprise me at this point.
Yeah. Well, it would a little bit for me because they stayed out.
Well, we're going to come to 2 laps to go. Can he make it on fuel? He's going to stay out and try and do it. Midlife. Trying to get his first ever Sim Series victory.
Wow. I'm stunned.
But again, he does have that drafting help from the 25. It could be enough.
That's why I'm thinking he's got the best chance.
Oh, Julio's peeking to the inside.
Racetrack, Julio's looking to the inside.
Now, he got out of the gas. I think Julio understood what was going on here. And I think Midlife might give him a pat on the back if he does end up taking this victory, but I honestly don't know if he can. Mechanized Chaos is on the edge of his seat.
Yeah.
Asteroid Strike pitted, NASCAR Lover pitted, Mark Silas pitted, Rolo pitted. So we have cars coming in who can't make it to the end.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I think KHP was the last one to pit of these guys. I think he came in a lap later than the rest of them. But
we're coming to the white flag.
White flag in the air.
Staying out.
More shrimp biddies. Thanks for that. One more after this, then I'm out. Well, we're running out of time. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Can Midlife pull out the fuel mileage victory here at Watkins Glen? Or will it all fall on his head? Has Carter Friesen been saving back there in second place? Or KHP, who's pitted a lap later behind them? Priya McShane's been holding up the 0-1, but is she saving? We don't know. Down the back straightaway, Midlife still leads.
I would think that they can make it. I would think.
Thanks, Cody.
But I guess we'll find out.
Thanks for the bits. Midlife through the inner loop, still with lap traffic in front and behind him. Through the outer loop now. Dropping back from Jake 24. Julio's pretty close behind him. I think he's good. He can get there from here. I think Midlife's going to do it. Out of turn 6 and turn 7.
Darn. Midlife is going to get his first career win, lock himself into the barely enough to make it to the checkers. Midlife.
Midlife 9,999 for Mechanized Racing. What a victory. He was 15 points below the cut line. And that's a victory. He has stamped his way into the chase-offs with only 2 races left. What the Christ, Ringo? I'm not reading that. Jesus, hell. I appreciate the biddies, but my God. I actually saw a Cubs game in Chicago once. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
I would love to go back and figure out when he pitted. Because, I don't know, David Alvarez finished in 11th. He didn't even get a top 10 out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's because he got passed by Lashbrook.
So when the heck did Midlife pit? Lap 24. So he was
24.
So he was one of the last ones to come in.
As Carter, and
yep.
Yeah,
KHP was 1 lap later.
Pit.
So they were the last group to pit.
Yeah.
And that did it. Just by going those extra 5 laps. And you know why he could go those extra 5 laps? Because he didn't
the caution's out.
Oh, we'll figure that out later. He didn't take the track position. Let's find it. On the lap 9 caution. So this is where the strategy started. When these guys pulled into the pits on lap number 9. And we had... Did anyone stay out? Yeah, this was when these guys got to the front. So
yeah.
The 11, the 77, the 9, the 02... When they made their way to the front, it was because Midlife came in. But where did Johnston screw up? How did he end up having, like, was it that vibration? Is that it?
When he pitted,
He came in lap 23. He came in on lap 23 and then again on 30. That is way too close. So it was an issue.
Lap 30, he came in and the caution came out. So did he only just drive through the pits and not stop?
No,
did he stop in his box?
Yeah, of course he stopped in his box. Yeah, he took 4 tires. But why was he pitting after a 7-lap run under green? Oh my goodness.
And then why would he have to pit again? I don't get this one.
Some questions to be answered later. Remember, if you're not a part of the Discord, definitely do join it. There's a link in the thing down below. And there's going to be discussion. We've got interviews, silly season, point standings, detailed statistics. I'll tell you one statistic. 13 races, 13 different
winners. Holy crap.
There's nothing like it. Chase the Coyote has clinched his spot just by good pit strategy. He ended up 7th after starting at the back. He's clinched his way in, and KHP, by finishing 3rd, has also clinched his way in, I believe, but I will have to do the math on that one. Keep an eye on the Discord. We're going to take a look at the point standings right now.
So we only have one more race before the Cup, and that's Darlington in like 3 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So oh my goodness. In 2 weeks is Darlington. And that's going to set the chase-off order. And we saw last season how exciting that can be. And I think there's going to be one spot open for grabs because KHP and Chase the Coyote have had such consistent good results. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the race standings and drop it into our points system and just take a look at how things are following just this incredible show. I can't believe the strategy battle here at Watkins Glen. So let me make sure everything actually works this time, and I believe it does. So we have a new points leader. Xander
Race
M.
Rider.
Nope, not quite. Xander M.
Not even close.
Through
Not even.
He got a top 5 today. Jumps up to the lead of the board by 6 points over Chase the Coyote. We're going into the regular season finale, and the leaders are separated by 6 points. So Xander's locked into the chase-offs. Chase the Coyote, based on points alone, and he hasn't won a single race. But he has 3 top 5s and 7 top 10s in 13 races. Chase the Coyote's been fantastically quick week after week. He's locked in as well, as is DS Gaming, and I think KHP will do it based off of points. So right now, the final chase-off spot is Richard Herman in 12th. Between him, Carnation, and Mark Silas, which is just 100 points between them, it's going to be, I mean, he could lose it all at Darlington. But Herman's going to go in, quick maths, plus 70 something into the final race.
A plus math.
It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. And remember, the rest of the order, the points that they get at the start of the chase-offs, remember, they're always 5 points apart. The order is set by the point standings. So as of right now, Xander M would maintain the points lead ahead of Chase the Coyote. But, I mean, every spot counts. And for guys who are down the order, who have locked their way in, I'm talking about you, Luke Rainey. He's going to be at the bottom of the chase-offs grid once that comes around. Oh, you want to look at the thing after? We'll look at the points real quick, then we'll go to the rec after the checkers, whatever it may be. And just unpack as this season is reaching a climax. Let's be honest. Like, this is top level stuff. Let's see what the Christ just happened. I don't know if it was just silliness after the flag, but let's find out. Okay. We'll just keep an eye on the pace fan, because it'll turn its lights on. Are you sure there's a caution? Did Carter get towed back? Oh, I think it was just guys running out of fuel. Yeah, Carter didn't make it back to the pits. He was just full
I don't understand
all
how
of these guys were out.
What?
That's how close it was. Savage Toy Show ran out.
I don't get it. You said the fuel line is just 12 laps. Huh?
What the Christ?
You didn't even make...
Hello, I am
18.
blind. I can't explain that one.
Momentary lapse of judgment.
So
I don't even know.
you can see the revs dip. Midlife was out. He's just cruising back to his box. So one more lap, and he wouldn't have been able to do it.
Jesus.
Wow. My goodness. Well.
What happened? What happened? What did Hallon do? I missed it.
Oh, he just ran straight into the barrels. Someone click it. You'll see it.
Denny Hamlin. All right. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Cody.
Well, thank you all for being here on yet another hectic Tuesday. Next week,
For whatever this was.
next week we're gonna get an off week for Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy some turkey. I'm kidding. I'll be streaming other stuff. And then
Wow, what a guy.
Thanksgiving was a month ago.
The holiday.
Thanksgiving was a month ago. What are you
Thanks,
saying?
You.
Exactly. That's my point.
Canada.
I'm still freaking streaming.
Captain Canada.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. it is board game night with the Star Dudes. Just chaos, fun, friendships being broken, angriness, fun, laughter.
It'll probably be Glaxon yelling at Ethan for 3 hours, and then me and Drive Through being like, guys, let's calm down, and then Rich being like, I'm Rich, and then Sean being like, oh my god, I hate
That sounds pretty accurate.
that's the Star Dudes for you.
That was a great 10-second cap of what the Star Dudes are.
My god.
So once again, thanks for watching. In 2 weeks' time, it is the throwback season finale at Darlington. And oh baby, keep your eyes on the Discord, because there are some hot paint schemes coming through for the rest of this week and all of next week. We have a lot of stuff to look forward to. Thursday night at 7 p.m. It is more iRacing. This time, we're at D level with Ed Soundhead. It should be a fun time. I painted a cool car for him. Keep your eyes on Twitter. That'll be up very soon. And then, if I feel like it, I'll do a paint stream on Friday, but I might not, so that's kind of in the air. I'll talk to you more about it later. All right, cool. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow night. Big love. Hi, Ed. Oh, yeah, also Trace and Jacob say bye.
Bye.
Yep, so long.
See ya.